Good morning, students. Today we are going to see our next chapter of grammar, that is pronouns. Okay, a pronoun is a word that is used in a place of a noun to avoid repeating them. For example, what does we mean by a noun? Noun is a name of a place, person, animal, thing, or an abstract idea. Okay, so here are some examples of it. Instead of saying Raju has a pet dog, Raju takes the dog for a walk every morning. The dog stays in the dog's kennel outside Raju's house. We can say Raju has a pet dog. He takes it for a walk every morning. It stays in its kennel outside his house. We have replaced the underlined nouns with pronouns. Therefore, pronouns avoid repetitions and make sentences sound better. Okay, how many times we have to use Raju, Raju, dog, dog, again and again we are using, so that is not sounding correct. And repetition, and for avoiding this repetition of the nouns, that is the words, names of the name of the person, that is Raju, and the name of a dog, name of a animal, that is dog. So we have used, for Raju, Raju is a boy, so we are using he or his. Okay, we are using, where we were using Raju, we are using he and his. Okay, and where the dogs, the word dog comes, we are using it. For animals we are using it. Okay, we don't use he or she, whether it can be dog or the female, that is bitch, we are using it only. Okay, you should not use he or she for animals, you should every time use it. Okay, now the kinds of pronouns. Okay, there are various kinds of pronouns. What are the types we can say? So there are various types or kinds. The most important one are personal pronoun, demonstrative pronouns, relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, and reflexive pronoun. Let us look at them separately. One by one, we will see all of these kinds of pronouns. Okay. So first one is personal pronoun, as we have seen. So we will see one personal pronoun. Okay. Pronouns that stand for the names of persons or things are known as personal pronoun. Okay. For example, we have seen this example of Raju and dog. Okay, and we are using he, she, it for, and things also, means things like table, chair, we are using it. Okay, and for animals also we are using it, that, them. So these are the known as personal pronouns. So what are they actually, we will see in expanded form. Okay, the they occur more frequently than the other pronouns. Means generally we use this kind of pronouns only while talking, while writing. Personal pronouns are used mostly. Okay, so pronouns, so these are the personal pronouns. They refer to someone or something that has already been mentioned to the speaker or the listener. They can be categorized according to the persons. Okay, so here they are already mentioned to the speaker or a listener. Means here, as we have seen that Raju has a pet dog, he takes it for a walk every morning. So in the first sentence, the both the words, means Raju and dog, are already mentioned, and that is why we are using he and it in the second sentence. So this type we have to use the personal pronouns. So first person, it refers to the person who is speaking while referring to himself or herself. Okay. Second person, it refers to the person to whom one is speaking, that is the listener. Third person, it refers to the person or a thing of which one is speaking. Okay, here are the personal pronouns in a tabular form for better understanding. For example, the first person who is speaking. Okay, who is speaking means, for example, I am speaking. So while I am saying that I am speaking, I am using word I for myself. Okay, myself, for myself I am using word I. हम खुद की बात कर रहे हैं तो हम कौन सा प्रोनाउन यूज करते हैं? फर्स्ट पर्सन्स यूज आई, मी, माई, माइन. Okay, and if we are using plural, if we are talking in a plural form, for example, somewhat function is there and whole teachers staff, teaching staff is standing over there and they are speaking something. Okay, so we can take one more example that will be more relative to you. If we are speaking of, we are taking pledge. Okay, we are saying pledge of India. So what is the pledge of India? That is, we the people of India. So why while we are taking pledge, we say we the people of India. Okay, so we use we, us, our, ours in plural form. The first person can be person. We can use the pronouns like I, me, my, mine, we, us, our, ours. Okay, if the same person is singular, means single, it can use I, me, my, mine. Or if they are more than one person, there are more than one person, so they can use we, us, our, ours. Okay, and now we will see the second person. Okay, while I'm saying that you have to complete your homework, so while I'm saying this sentence, I'm using you. Okay, I'm talking about you, so I can use you for a single person. You, you, your. I'm talking about, I am going to give you some homework and you have to complete it. So you have to use, I'm using I for myself for first person and you for second person. That is for you. And if I am using me, uh, me too. Me too like to eat ice cream. So okay, you too like to eat ice cream. So I'm using me for myself and you for the second word, second person, that is for you. And my, this book is, my name is Kajal. For example, I'm using this sentence. So your, what is your name? I'm asking this. I'm using, if in case I'm using my for referring myself, I should use your for referring the second person. Okay, if I'm using mine for referring myself, I should use yours for referring the person, second person. Okay, if plurals are there, we should use same thing. That is, if we are using we, you, us, you, your, sorry, our, your, ours, yours. Okay, so this type you have to use the personal pronouns for first person and the second person. Now the third person comes. The third person can be masculine, that feminine or neuter. Okay, means it can be male, female, or the thing. If the male is there. Okay, here in this sentence, Raju was male, so we, what we have used, he. If इस सेंटेंस में अगर राजू नहीं होता, अगर राजू की जगह रानी होती, तो हम क्या यूज करते, शी. ओके, सो what we have, we can use he, him, his. Okay, if we are using I am a girl, so he is a boy. If we are talking about the third person, means he is not present here, or if he is present here and we are talking to the second person. If I am talking to, for example, three people are there. Okay, so I am talking to the second person, and for example, I am talking to, we can say, Vaidehi. I'm talking to a girl named as Vaidehi, and the third person is standing over there. Her name is Nidhi. Okay, so if I'm talking to Vaidehi, I will say, uh, I am Kajal. I am a girl, and he is a boy. It means, if I am talking about, we can say Shreyas. So Shreyas is standing over there, and Shreyas is the third person. Okay, any person who is not is first or second person, means यहाँ पे तीन लोगों की बात हो रही है, और तीन लोगों की बात नहीं भी हो रही है, दो लोगों की बात हो रही है, और किसी तीसरे के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, वो वहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है या नहीं भी है, एंड वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट हिम. सो वी यूज ही और शी फॉर him, for himself, for referring the third person. It refers to the person or thing which one is speaking about. Here is the so okay, so we are talking about the third person who, okay, so if we are talking about a boy, so we will use he, okay, him, his, or his, okay, this book belongs to his, it belongs to him, okay, so this book is his. So we can use these examples of personal pronouns if the third person is a girl. For example, I am talking to Parthavi and the third person is Nidhi, so I will use uh, I am Kajal, and she is Parthavi. I will introduce I will introduce Parthavi to Nidhi and I will use she, okay, she is Parthavi, her mother name is this, okay, uh, and this books is hers, okay, this books is hers. So we can use these examples. While talking about girl, we should use she, her, hers, and while talking about boy, he, him, his, okay. And the neuter one, that is the we if we are talking about a pet, or if we are talking about an animal or a thing, so we can use it and its, okay, it's mine, it's yours, it's his, it's hers, we can use it, okay, it is my pet, it is a dog, it is a ball, it is a bat, it is a table, we can use it. These are the personal pronouns. And if all these third persons or the third neuter thing is a is in plural form, means एक से ज़्यादा लोग या एक से ज़्यादा चीज़ों या एक से ज़्यादा एनिमल्स के बारे में हम अगर बात कर रहे हैं, so we should use these kind of personal pronouns, that is they, them, their, theirs, okay. So we will use they. When we will use they, if we are talking about they, that is they will do that, okay, they will do this, they will do that, and this belongs to them, okay, they should, or we will give it to them, okay, and their responsibility and theirs, okay, this books is theirs, these books are theirs, we can use these types of examples. So this was the tabular form of personal pronouns. So we will see in next what is next. So this is exercise number 5.1 and you have to solve it accordingly. For example, I will make you understand the first one example and you have to complete the rest of the examples, okay. So insert the correct pronoun from the bracket. You have to choose the correct pronoun and you have to write in this blank blank space. There is a very funny insect dash name is quite hard, okay. There is a very funny insect dash name is quite hard. So insect, an insect is not a person, so for we can say it is an animal, or we can say it is an insect itself. So we doesn't use he or she, and here we are talking about the third person na, so we will use it, okay, because it is not a person, male or female, so we will use its, okay. Likewise, I will make you understood the second one example also. There were three brothers, all of three dash were fond of their mother, okay. There were three brothers, all three of dash were fond of their mother. So what we will do, they, if we are you can see the table, I am going to send this picture also. If we are talking about we, you, we will first person or the second person, we use we or you. And if we are talking about the third person, and we we should use they, them, other, their and theirs, okay. So when should we use they, when should we use them, when should we use their and theirs, okay. So we will read the sentence, all three of them, all three of them. When we will use all of us, we use all of us while we are talking about a group, means हम हमारे बारे में बात करते तो we use all of us. Or if we are talking about the third person and second person, you, all of you, okay, plural form, we say all of you or you should. And here we are talking about the third person, and we are talking about them. Okay, so we should use them. Okay, there were three brothers, all three of them were fond of their mother. them use करेंगे यहाँ पे. us we can't use because we are talking about somebody else, the third person. If we are talking about the first person, or we ourselves only, if we are talking about ourselves, we are the speakers and we are talking about ourselves, so we should use us. And they, when we use, when we are referring to someone, that they are going to this, they are going to here, they are going there, they are coming, they are eating, they are doing this. Okay, so here we are talking about them. Okay, so we will use them. Likewise, you have to solve these examples according to your chapter, according to the table. You can take the help. Now, this uh, second pronoun, second kind of pronoun, that is demonstrative pronouns. So, what are the demonstrative pronouns? These are the pronouns that point out the definite person, places, or things. The demonstrative pronouns are singular this and that, plural these and those. These are very simple pronouns. So usually this and these are used to indicate persons and things that are near, and that and those are used for the persons or things that are farther away. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अब जो पास में चीजें रखी हुई हैं, दिस इज ए टेबल, दिस इज ए बॉय, दिस इज ए गर्ल, दिस इज ए कार, दिस इज ए डॉग, दिस इज ए कैट. सो वी यूज दिस. और फॉर सिंगुलर वी यूज दिस. ओके, एंड इफ दे आर इन प्लूरल फॉर्म, मतलब पास में चीज रखी हुई है लेकिन वो प्लूरल में है, लेकिन एक से ज्यादा चीजें हैं. मीन दीज आर दी टेबल्स, दीज आर दी बॉयज, and these are the girls, these are the cars, these are the dogs, these are the cats. So we should use these. Okay, these. For a singular we should use this, and for plural we should use these. Okay, and the second one, and if the things are keep it in farther away, means वो हमसे दूर है, means हमको पता भी नहीं है वो कहाँ पे है, but और मतलब वी नो, मतलब वो हमसे दूर रखी हुई है या फिर दूर है वो कहीं पे, लेकिन हमको पता है कि वो कहाँ पे है. और तो फिर हम यूज करेंगे दैट फॉर सिंगुलर एंड दोज फॉर प्लूरल. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, दैट इज ए ब्यूटीफुल ड्रेस. ओके, दैट इज ए ब्यूटीफुल ड्रेस, कि वो जो शॉप में मैंने ड्रेस देख के आई थी वो ब्यूटीफुल ड्रेस थी. और दोज आर दी ब्यूटीफुल फ्लावर्स, जो फ्लावर्स मैंने गार्डन में देखे थे वो ब्यूटीफुल थे. दोज आर दी ब्यूटीफुल फ्लावर्स, मतलब फ्लावर्स देखे थे, पहले देखे थे, या फिर कहीं दूर रखे हुए हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, गार्डन में है और हम घर के अंदर बैठे होंगे और वी आर पॉइंटिंग आउट दोज फ्लावर्स, दैट those are the beautiful flowers. And if the flowers are in our hand only, so हम क्या यूज करेंगे, अगर हमारे हाथ में फ्लावर्स रखे हुए हैं, so these are the beautiful flowers. वो पास है, अगर दूर है तो those. Similarly, if a single flower is there, so we will use this is a beautiful flower. And if single flowers is kept on in another room, okay, so we will point it out and we will say that is a beautiful flower. Okay, मतलब वो depends upon the thing or a person who is nearby us or farther away from us. Okay, so this was the demonstrative pronoun, second kind of pronouns. Now, points to remember, these and that are used for singular, and these and those are used for plural. Okay, so we should always remember this thing. Now, the third kind of pronoun, that is relative pronoun. What is this? A relative pronoun perform two functions simultaneously. Okay, it substitutes for a noun that it precedes it, and it shows the relationship between part of a sentence. ओके, सो दीज आर, मतलब ये दो फंक्शन है जो साइमल्टेनियसली एक साथ रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस एक्ट करते हैं. ये दो जो फंक्शन है उसके. सो रिलेटिव प्रोनाउंस आर हु, हुम, हुज, विच, दैट, व्हाट. मीन्स सेंटेंस को वो रिलेट करते हैं एक दूसरे से. इट्स सब्स्टिट्यूट फॉर द नाउन विच प्रिसाइड्स इट. वो जो नाउन को सब्स्टिट्यूट भी करते हैं, प्रोनाउंस का काम ही यही रहता है कि वो सब्स्टिट्यूट करे नाउन को. ओके, एंड इट शोज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन पार्ट ऑफ अ सेंटेंस. इट शोज द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन पार्ट ऑफ अ सेंटेंस, मीन्स which part of a sentence we are talking about. Who and whom are used when noun that comes before a person. Okay, means अगर हम किसी person के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, so we should use who or and whom. Okay, and second one, which or what is relates to things. We are talking about things, so we should use which or what. Whose and that relates to the persons or things. Whose and that relates to the persons or things. Okay, so we will take examples so you will understand it easily. Examples: she is the lady who helped me. Okay, we are pointing out a lady, that वो थी वो lady जो जिसने मुझे help की. Okay, she is a lady. in the first, मतलब ये जो थर्ड रहता है, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल उस लेडी का नाम है, for example, her lady name is Priya. Okay, Priya Zadhav. Okay, hello Priya Zadhav. This, for example, this is a sentence. Hello Priya Zadhav. Okay, so sorry. Hello Priya Zadhav. We can't take this. So, there is a lady. Okay, there is a lady. Her name is Priya Zadhav. ओके, शी इज ए लेडी हु हेल्प मी. अब यहाँ पे क्या हो गया, शी हमने यूज किया है उस लेडी को, हमने रेफर करने के लिए, क्योंकि वो लड़की थी तो उसके लिए शी यूज किया. सो ऑलरेडी ये प्रोनाउन को जो सब्स्टिट्यूट होता है वो है, तो शी को हमने एक और बार प्रोनाउन किया है, एक और बार सब्स्टिट्यूट लगा दिया है, तो उसके लिए क्या यूज किया है हमने, हु, है ना, हु यूज किया है. शी इज द लेडी हु हेल्प मी. सो शी को ही रिफर कर रहे हैं ना, कि यही थी जो लेडी जिसने मुझे हेल्प किया था. सो हु विल बी द सब्स्टिट्यूट फॉर द नाउन दैट प्रोसीड्स इट. ओके, ये नाउन जो है शी. ओके, और शी की जगह अगर यहाँ पे प्रिया होता, प्रिया इज ए लेडी हु हेल्प मी, तो फिर ये भी एक नाउन रहता. सो शी इज ऑल्सो ए नाउन, वी कैन से वी जेंडर कॉमन नाउन वी कैन से. हाँ, सो शी इज ए लेडी हु हेल्प मी. द फर्स्ट वन वी कैन, हमको ये पता चल गया फर्स्ट वन ये कैसे होता है फंक्शन, दैट इट सब्स्टिट्यूट्स द नाउन दैट प्रोसीडेड. शी को सब्स्टिट्यूट कर रहा है यहाँ पे हु. And the second, it shows the relationship between the parts of the sentence. Means part of the sentence को ये relationship बता रहा है कि she is the lady, okay, and who helped me. These are the parts of the sentence. दोनों को relate कर रहा है who ये word. okay, she is a lady help me, ऐसा होता तो नहीं पता पड़ता कि उसी ने मुझे help की थी. who helped me, उसने मुझे help की थी. okay, now the second one, this is the man whom I met last week. So here the man is standing in front of us, so we are talking about that this is a man whom I met last week. To whom I met. Okay, whom is used when a noun that comes before a person. Okay, so here whom is the noun. Whom is when the noun comes before a person. जैसे कि यहाँ पे एक नाउन आ गया है, दिस इज द कॉमन नाउन. ओके, दिस यहाँ पे यूज किया गया है. दिस इज द मैन, कॉमन नाउन यहाँ पे आ गया है, और लेडी यहाँ पे आ गया है. सो उसके बाद हम यूज करते हैं हु या फिर whom. ओके, एज वी हैव सीन लेडी एंड मैन, दीज आर द कॉमन नाउन्स. आई मेट लास्ट वीक. He is the boy whose sister is my friend. He is a boy whose sister is my friend. So when we use whose and that relates to the persons or things. Okay. So here is a person. Who is a person? Boy is a person and sister is a person. So we will use whose. Okay. Give me a book which is covered. So when we use which, when इट इज ए थिंग. ओके, बुक इज अ थिंग, तो बुक के बाद क्या आएगा, विच आएगा. ओके, विच इज कवर्ड. इट इज एन इंसिडेंट दैट आई शैल नेवर फॉरगेट. ओके, दैट इट रिलेट्स टू द पर्सन और अ थिंग, सो इट इज एन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आइडिया. ओके, वी हैव यूजिंग an incident. So incident is a abstract idea. So things or the abstract idea or an abstract idea. I shall, or here is also I. So abstract idea and the person. So we are talking about the first person means ourselves, so we can use that. What glitters is not always always gold. What glitters is not always gold. So when we use what relates to the thing. Glitters means जो हमेशा चमकता है वो सोना नहीं होता. Okay, so यहाँ पे हम what use करेंगे because it is a thing. Okay, now this next kind of pronoun, that is interrogative pronoun, the fourth one. The pronouns which are used to ask questions called interrogative pronouns. These are also simple, very very simple pronouns. The interrogative pronouns are who, whose, which, whom, what. Remember we had a poem that was in our third or fourth standard. I remember the six honest serving men. So these are out of the six honest serving men. Here comes the five. That is who, whose, which, whom, and what. Okay, who is used to ask question about people in general. So if we are using who, it can be interrogative pronoun. So if the question comes, who is at the door, and and below the question in bracket, the question is written over here that underline the interrogative pronoun. So we, what should we do? Who, we should underline who because it is a interrogative pronoun. So now the points come that who is interrogative pronoun and relative pronoun also. So how should we understand that it is a interrogative pronoun and it is a whether it is a interrogative pronoun or relative pronoun. So I should, मुझे ऐसे बताने की ज़रूरत पड़ रही है यहाँ पे कि इंट्रोगेटिव प्रोनाउन के आगे एक क्वेश्चन मार्क रहता है. हमेशा सेंटेंस को देखो, अगर उसके आगे क्वेश्चन मार्क है एंड ब्रैकेट में दिया है फाइंड द प्रोनाउन, फाइंड द काइंड ऑफ प्रोनाउन. सो क्वेश्चन मार्क दिया है ना, तो आगे उसके आंख बंद करके आप लिख सकते हैं कि इट इज ए इंट्रोगेटिव प्रोनाउन बिकॉज इट इज हैविंग ए क्वेश्चन मार्क. ओके, यू शुड नॉट राइट द रीजन, you should write the answer only, that is who is the interrogative pronoun and it is having the question mark. Okay, that's why. So when we use who when we are asking a question about people in general. Who is planning the party, who is at the door. And when we use whose is used to refer the person who owns the things or the person. Okay, who is, whose book is it, whose son are you, means ये refers, किसको refer करता है ये मतलब ये बुक किसकी है, ये बेटा किसका है. So we should use. Okay, whom is used to ask questions about people. Whom did you inform मीन्स किसको. ओके, किसको इन्फॉर्म करके आए हो, एग्जाम्पल. सो पॉइंट्स टू रिमेंबर दैट यू शुड ऑलवेज keep in mind that who, whose, which, whom. If the sentence starts from these words and it is having question mark at the end, so it is interrogative pronoun. Okay, now which comes when which is used to identify the particular person or thing in a group. Which is your bag. Okay, मतलब एक ग्रुप में रखा हुआ है वो, तो वी शुड एंड टू आइडेंटिफाई अ पर्सन और अ थिंग इन अ ग्रुप. अगर वो ग्रुप के अंदर है, विच इज़ योर ब्रदर. ओके, विच ऑफ दीज प्लेसेस इन द ब्रोशर would you like to visit. Okay, so this kind of question is used to identify the particular person or a thing in a group. So what is your used to ask questions about things in general when the answer in an open one. What is it, the time, what is the time, what will you be wearing for a birthday party. Okay, what the birthday party. So ये common question, open questions होते हैं, उसके लिए हम what use करते हैं. What is your name, in general we ask. Okay, so this was interrogative pronoun. Now the exercise number 5.2. This is again very simple. Question number 2, filling the blanks with suitable relative pronouns. So I'm going to send this picture. You have to just copy it down. Okay. That is, this is an insect that has funny name. Okay. So we have used that. He is a brother to whom the shop belongs. To whom here used. Okay. One day, who was their father's friend visited them. So we are using person. Person is a common noun. So we have used who. Brother is again common noun. So we have used whom. Insect is a thing. We can say it is an animal. So we have used that. That is the boy dash brother is prized. Whose brother is prized. Okay. So boy is a person, we can say. So we have used whose. Pick up the garbage which is laying in on the street. So garbage is the thing, we have used which. So you can relate if you are not understanding these answer, why these answers only. So you can read the rules over here and then you can understand the answers and you can write. Filling the blanks using appropriate interrogative pronouns from the brackets. Okay. Two examples are there. Dash does the youngest brother do? What? Okay, what? We are using what because here we are talking about a person and it is a general open question. We are using what? Okay, it is interrogative pronoun. Appropriate interrogative pronoun we have to choose. Okay. He sold the sack of rice dash the gentleman left behind. Which the gentleman left behind. Okay. Gulliver dash was tied to the ground with several strings could not move. Okay. Dash means here we are using who because Gulliver is a person and when we are talking about a person we use who. The mayor wanted to know dash responsibility is was to clean the streets. Whose responsibility? Okay. We are talking about the responsibility means it is, we can say, an abstract idea. So we are using the all the rules that refers to the things in relative nouns, interrogative nouns, or demonstrative nouns, or personal nouns we can't say, or personal nouns also. So same rules are applicable for the for an abstract idea also. Responsibility we can say. So we are using whose. With whom did the gentleman leave the sacks of rice? With whom? Okay. Means here we are talking about a person, so we will use whom. Circle round the demonstrative pronouns in the following sentences. This is a beautiful deer. So, what were the demonstrative pronouns? If we remember, the demonstrative pronouns are only four. That is, if they are singular, there are these and that. If they are plural, these and those. So, we have to just circle it. That is this, that, those, this, these. This is very, very simple. Now, the last kind of pronoun, that is reflexive pronoun, when the action done by the subject affects or reflects upon the subject itself, it is called reflective pronoun. He or she, the object, they found by adding self to the singular or selves to the plural pronouns. They are also called as self pronouns. Reflexive pronouns or self pronouns, we can say. Means just we have to add he, himself, she, herself, or they themselves, and I, we are saying myself. Okay. Again, there are three kind of persons over here. If we are talking about the person who is speaking, if I am talking about myself, so I am using myself. If the person are standing in a group, means they are in plural form, so they will use ourselves. Okay, ourselves. And if we are talking about the second person, the person in front, so we will say yourself, or they if they are in group, if they are in plural form, so we will use yourselves. Okay. The third person, if we are talking about the third person who is present over there or not, so we will use, if he is a boy, he is in masculine gender, so we will use himself. If she is a girl, feminine gender, so we will use herself. If it is a neuter, means that is a thing, or thing or animal, so we will use itself or oneself. Okay. So if the person who if the third person, it is, if it is in plural form, so we will use themselves. It is very very simple. If the first person, myself, if the second person, yourself, if plural, ourself, if again plural, the second person, yourself, and if the third person, himself, herself, itself, oneself, or plural, themselves. Examples: you must do your homework yourself. Okay. We are talking about the second person here. We are instructing, we are commanding to someone, so we are using yourself here. She went to school herself. We are talking about the third person, so that's why we are using herself. Sharad and Suman finish the work all by themselves. We are talking about the two person, and they are not present over here, so we will use themselves, because these are the third person. I blame myself for the mistake. We are the here the speaker himself is talking, or if himself is writing, so I is used. So first of all, see what is the first word, and then go to write the reflexive pronoun. That can be myself, himself, yourself, ourselves, themselves. I blame myself for the mistake. Now the exercise number 5.3, this is the last exercise. You have to complete filling the blanks with appropriate reflexive pronouns. The poor boy felt sorry for himself, we can write. Okay. उसने खुद के लिए, और yourself we can write, or themselves we can write. Okay. We can write anything here. वो किसी के लिए भी सॉरी फील कर सकता है. ओके. You can write oblique, 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 and you can write the reflexive pronouns here. God helps those who help themselves. Okay. Here we have to write themselves only. Help dash, don't ask to be help. Help yourself, don't ask to be help. Here you have to write yourself. We are talking about the second person. Okay. So we will write yourself. She often talks to them yourselves. Okay. So these types you have to write the answers. We enjoyed ourselves at park yesterday. I was sitting in long log all by myself. These types you have to write the answers. Okay. So do complete exercise number 5.3, and 5.2 you have to just copy it down. The question number 4 you have to write, and 5.1 exercise you have to solve. That's it. So this will be your homework. Do complete your homework, and home assignment also you have to complete. Only 4 questions are there, that is filling the blanks with suitable pronouns. Dash is like a beetle, so you have to just write the correct pronoun here. It is like a beetle, so beetle is a thing, so you should write it. Dash have read many stories. We have, I have, she have, he have, you can write anything. Dash is a story. Dash story has 3 brothers, so a we can write that story. Okay. That story, we are talking about that story, so we will write that. Dash are honest person. You are honest person. You are an honest person, so you should write you. Okay. Or we can write they also. They are honest. Or it's a singular, so we should write only you. Okay. You are an honest person. So this was the chapter pronoun, and you have to write the question answers. I'm going to send all the pictures along with this, so for helping yourself for in the rules and for solving this exercise also to do complete your homework. Thank you.